right, Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Alpha.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Goff picked off by his former teammate, LaMarcus Joyner. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Check 45 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the win.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 22 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On third down, Winston is straight at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill. Come on. Stand back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Winston steps away to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill.
Back to throw. Gone. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Bucs 38-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We got 4. Come on. 53.
On 2nd and 12, Goff throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53 at the mic. Here we go. Mike.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Ready.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Watch the whip.
Winston keeps it himself. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Okay, ready? Mike Spopo. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now it's the backup Greer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, Greer. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, it's gone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Leonard Floyd, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the turnover, here's Greer. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
I got you.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Lead dribble, lead dribble.
Greer operating from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And again this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Greer on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gay knocks this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Goff picked off by his former teammate, LaMarcus Joyner. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
We own it. We own it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Danny.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Greer now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down.
Watch twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's just me and you. Protein spill. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Greer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you before?
Well, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
BC. Watch the shit.
Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You ain't got nothing. Say.
From the gun, here's Gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
We go tonight. 20. Shell.
Gone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
What? 180. Mike. Too little,
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Devin White, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
53 is the light. I'm trying to collect. Hey, Haywood. 53.
Gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Tack McKinley. He's the culprit. And that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he'll give it here to his running back. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now here's another interception. Goff picked off by his former teammate, LaMarcus Joyner. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Goff. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Goff now looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check curls. Hey, high 7.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Black 22. Watch the slant.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the keeper.
Ready, blue way.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bucs, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.